All right, yo, I want to talk about something. It has a lot to do with like political brain rot and the culture war grifting nonsense. Grifting, engagement baiting, opportunistic fucking sleazeballs. One and the same. I don't really give a shit which word you use. I know grifter's a little fucking spicy because Roach King had some opinion on it, so everybody ran with it. In the same vein, I want to start this with a quote from Lord Roach King himself.
All I'm saying is that, like, a virtue argument and a virtue, like, somebody trying to project that they're doing the right thing means a lot less to me when the right thing is coincidentally the best business decision. Am I crazy for that? Maybe I am. But that's really what it is. It does diminish the integrity of it. Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I mean, I don't blame you. The game wasn't fucking all that special. Lords of the Fallen came out, what, 2023? I have an image here that tells you when it came out. Now, this is the first Lords of the Fallen. This is a fucking reboot of a failed game that was a clunky, just mess of a shitstorm. And this one didn't do much better. It was just insanely forgettable. It being an Epic exclusive did not fucking help because nobody wants to play games on Epic. It just doesn't. It's a good chunk of money. I don't blame them for taking it, but I'm not playing shit on the Epic launcher. So the first Lords of the Fallen came out here. And so then years later, since they have no other fucking ideas, they came out with the same game again. Now, to give them credit, apparently they have been updating the game all this time up into the Lords of the Fallen 2.0 release, which we'll get over. We'll go over. I gotta be fucking straight here. I don't really give a shit or give any of these companies credit for updating their game over the course of 3 years after everybody paid full price and, you know, got to fucking QA test the game because, you know, the only fucking testers of these fucking games now are the fucking people playing the shit. So then people play it, they find the bugs, and then the companies go, "Oh, look at that. We fixed all the bugs in the game. Give us a pat in the back for updating our game. I know you paid $70 fucking dollars for a buggy, broken piece of shit, but it's fixed now." I would almost rather we go back to the point where when a game launched, it was just fucking there. And if it was broken, it was broken. Because now these companies have figured out that they don't need to do shit. They don't need to do shit. Launch a broken game. Day one patch that's 800 fucking gigabytes. Just update it over the course of 8 years. And then maybe down the line, some fucking grifter, engagement bait, fucking opportunistic shithole will just all over your fucking game and go, "Oh, look at that. They did so well updating the game years after it came out and everybody paid full price." It seems fucking retarded to pay full price for a game when you're the tester and then later on they fix the shit. Like, I guess that's why fucking indie games are killing it, because they're $20 fucking dollars and they say early access, you know, sometimes. So it's like, you know what you're getting. Oh, but remember, you know, you're not actually buying a game. It's just a fucking license. Eat my fucking ass. Right? You know, and then, you know what? And that's probably also why subscriptions are killing it. Because why buy a fucking game when it's shit just to when you could just pay $10 and never own anything. Gaming is just so fucked, dude. Like, all these companies suck ass, like just fucking jelly.
Some people use syrup. I prefer a guy to use jelly, right?
So we have Orders of the Fallen, came out, Epic exclusive, clunky, mediocre fucking mess that nobody really played. Nobody really gave a shit. It just kind of was. It just existed, you know? And then, years later, we have this fucking thing on January. So, Marek Tymiński, the CEO of CI Games, put out a poll on Twitter. The location is very important, and we'll cover it why. In a medieval fantasy action RPG experience, what do you prefer to choose between? We will follow the final result. And they posted body type AB, male, female, none of the above, right? And to nobody's surprise, on Twitter, with 684.4 thousand views, 88% of the population chose to put male or female. It's 50,000 votes per the 685,000 views. So this was obvious. It doesn't matter what fucking game it was. Just the existence of this poll, especially when everybody's crying over like Oblivion and shit with pronouns. You know, this body type AB fucking male or female thing is pretty big now because of some reason developers don't want to say male or female. Gamers, like, I don't actually think anybody gives a fuck. I'm gonna be fucking honest. It's a half a second of your brain just clicking whatever one you want. You know it's male and female. I get it. It's fucking cringy. It's kind of fucking lame. But are you really gonna cry about it this much? So, Marek here says he will follow the results of the poll. Male or female is this. It led with big hype from one side and then giant backlash from the other. Just like all political fucking brain rot does now. Because nobody can ever just exist in the same sphere as somebody else without reaching down, taking shit, and, you know, taking a big old fucking sniff. The mainstream media got mad at Marek. Gamers were happy with him, called him a base Chad. And then, you know, the same other retards on Twitter were calling him a fascist. So fucking stupid and cringy, bro. So everybody ran out on the hype side and bought the game, even though nothing had happened yet and the game was still a clunky mess. But you gotta rub it in their fucking face. I'll give the anti-woke credit. When one of them suspects the other of being a based giga chad, they will just drop fucking money. I'm not surprised when Trump drops something and his shoes, his gold sneakers, his Glocks, his fucking dolos just sell out immediately. Duh. Sorry, bro. They might, like, retards might be poor, but retards in mass quantity have a lot of money. Yeah, because, I mean, like, let's just drop fucking, you know, dollars on a game that nobody fucking liked just to show the fucking wokies. I mean, nobody bought fucking Dustport or Concord or fucking any of those fucking shitty ass games. Right, so this is actually like a good kind of turning point in like the culture war where these companies are gonna leverage the backlash to the backlash, right? Because like, what are these companies gonna do when they cater their products and spend millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on each one of these products, and they just fail over and over again? They see that the woke companies, the woke people aren't buying their shit, but the anti-woke will fucking jump at a second's notice to buy this fucking 3-year-old fucking game because they announce that they're gonna choose fucking male or female pronouns. I mean, good on them for listening to the fans. Like, I don't think all of the people working at these game companies are retarded. I just think most of them are retarded. And what's funny is that these companies at the end of the day are just there to make money. And the shareholders are there just to make money. Do you really think that they care about body type A or B or male or female
means a lot less to me when the right thing is coincidentally the best business decision.
Or do you just think it's a way to leverage the emotional retardation that these people have and its immediate connection to their fucking wallets? These companies are actually hemorrhaging hundreds of millions of dollars years in advance for these projects to go out just for them to fucking fail, especially if they're live services, because then the initial fucking investment on the consumer is literally zero. Right, so after the big hype and whatnot, everybody, you know, some people are playing the game. So the same crowd is out there hyping up the fucking Steam numbers, comparing it to Assassin's Creed. Meanwhile, it's got 5,000 fucking players. Like, the inconsistencies just make my fucking brain hurt, bro. Yeah, you have Grummz here. 2-year-old AA game Lords of the Fallen breaks 10K players today. Freshly launched quadruple game AC Shadows with hundreds of millions of dollars in marketing and devs sit at just 13,000. This is the power of listening to gamers' feedback. Okay, fuck nuts. I fucking hate this clown so much, dude. He's such a fucking little clown. I don't know why you're simping for a twice failed clone, a Souls-like game, one of the laziest forms of fucking video gaming. And I love them. I love Soulsborne games. So the Surge is one of my favorite ones. The fucking robot Dark Souls, that one's fucking tight. Like, yeah, we get it. Nobody likes Ubisoft anymore. This is not a fucking surprise. Like, it's really silly to keep bringing up these same fucking companies that everybody has basically admitted to just saying fuck off. The large community, the gaming culture at large has pretty much all but said fuck you to Ubisoft. So comparing a dead company to another failed fucking game seems kind of retarded, especially when this game has 10K players 3 years after launch, 2 years, sorry. But Dragon Age and all these fucking other games that they bitch and moan and piss their fucking pants about launch and have 100,000 people playing it, and then they fucking cry. I don't get it. Or, like, these people have to be actually mentally retarded. And this is why I think they're actually grifters, right? And I know you're not allowed to use that word. I know you're not allowed to use it anymore because some people used it to the extreme and this, that, and the other thing. But guess what? Words change. And if you're out there on Twitter just talking about the safest fucking topics, just the most brain rot fucking information that just people go, Chad, like it's so fucking stupid. 200,000 fucking views on this post and you have 3,000 likes. So obviously people are seeing this and they're going, yeah, this is fucking retarded. Like, it's very similar to when I see Nexus mods. So Nexus mods recently with the Oblivion remake, which launched with the AB fucking body type shit, Nexus mods had a mod on the website that removed the removed the AB shit and added male female. Nexus canned that shit, took it off, right? Twitter lost their shit. A couple days later, they put it back. So here's the thing. Did they, I don't know, did you win? Because that's what fucking Grummz and all these people say. They won. They winning. Or is it a giant corporation with fucking people that make millions of dollars realizing that, hey, if you keep doing this shit, people are going to find a different website? It's almost like let's be fucking real here. How many of these fucking people that complain about Nexus mods taking down fucking like anti fucking pride flag shit are still using Nexus mods. I bet it's a pretty high fucking number, and that's why these people are fucking grifters. Honestly, like, fuck these people and their platform. It's very easy to just get fucking views and shit when you post the most hyperbolic fucking garbage, because you get fucking retweeted by the guy who owns the fucking platform because he's also a fucking retard. I just think these companies are making the smart business move and riding the backlash fucking to the backlash shit, because otherwise they're going to lose their spot in the hierarchy of shit. Dude, everybody uses Nexus mods, even though they fucking complain about taking down the fucking anti-woke mods. Like, you guys are fucking pathetic. Moving on. So, next up, big update. Lords of the Fallen 2.0 comes out, and they come out with a bunch of new features. Give them props. Right? So, there's a jump button now. These are the type of things I don't give a fuck about. Should have been in the game from the beginning. You get no fucking credit for having a fucking dumbass game with platforming, and you don't have a jump button. And they added the fucking male-female shit back and some more shit with sexy customization because Gooner's gonna goon. And then they added a Friends Pass, where if you play the game, your friend can basically do it for free with you alongside and collect gear and all that, which is a good thing. My problem is that everybody was sucking off this fucking game because of the friend pass and going, oh, aren't they visionary? Not really. Not even close. Fuck off. Bro, this year alone, that fucking Splitgate or whatever the fuck it is, because if you look on Google, and I did, games with friend passes, I found this fucking list on Steam of all the games that actually include friend passes. This year alone, Split Fiction came out, and that includes a friend pass, which is the same developers as the fucking It Takes Two and A Way Out, which all include a friends pass. There's a lot of these other little indie games. We're not going to talk about the quality of them, but they include a friends pass. There's this one right here that where you fucking fuck a worm. You fight the fucking Tremors monster with 15 of your fucking friends. It's got a friend pass for 15 people. We're not doing this. We are not gonna give people pity fucking jerk off handshakes because 3 years down the line they add a jump button and a friends pass. Yeah, granted, good idea for a friends pass of this type of game, but it's not new. It's not visionary. Suck a dick. Like, this entire industry has lost my entire respect with day one patches, microtransactions, increase in prices. Just the general community at large needs to be shoved in a fucking locker. So, big update, launch 2.0. Top 10, a fucking top 10 on Steam after 2 years. So everybody's like, oh my God, they listen to the fans. Woke is dead. It's in the top 10% of games. It's also 67% the fuck off. It was $20. And you want to know something even better. You want to know something even fucking better. Merrick Deminsky actually responded to that tweet I just read about Grummz comparing Steam chart sales. And he says, just great. And with the recent mega surge in sales, I'm confident we'll break even sooner rather than later. I'll repeat that. And with the recent mega surge in sales, I'm confident we'll break even sooner rather than later. You're telling me that these fucking retards are winning and hyping up a game, comparing it to Assassin's Creed, Dragon Age, yada yada. This is why I consider these people grifters, because they talk about games all the time and how they wish they would fail, and then they hype up a game that is an actual fucking failure, not once but twice. Lord said the following: there's a reboot. Remember that. How are you still not profitable? And then that leads me down more rabbit hole of questions, because I'm a very curious person. I have questions and I demand answers. So somebody asked a while ago, why did you choose body type AB instead of male female? And the CEO, Merrick, said industry pressure. Now, that's funny.
Like, somebody trying to project that they're doing the right thing means a lot less to me when the right thing is coincidentally the best business decision.
And remember, game isn't broke even yet, and they're hyping it up, making decisions supposedly that gamers want. Or maybe it's that these CEOs aren't as fucking stupid as they seem, and they're playing you. So, how is this just not a marketing stunt 3 years later? You know, because it's a dead game until they did the poll and then changed their mind about the same industry pressure. So, could this not just be more industry pressure from the same people that paid for the game that are now up his ass about how much money that game lost? Not once, but twice. I think these people are completely fucking fake. But then I actually clicked on Vera Dark and her interview with the CEO. And the guy seems rather honest. It might be a European fucking way of speaking. But he seems pretty chill, pretty honest, pretty good dude. And I had a weird thought that maybe this was just the most accidental fucking 200 IQ move, and the anti-woke just fucking marketed the shit out of his fucking game for him by nonstop talking about it. I remember how I said that people were saying that he was a fascist. Well, Reddit had a totally normal reaction to this information and actually banned the developers from their own subreddit, citing fascist ideas. Fascist ideology, I'm sorry. The CEO of CI Games, Marek Tymiński, is actively supporting and promoting fascist ideology under the guise of catering to the player base. As a moderating team, along with many gamers worldwide, we are deeply shocked and disgusted by the events of the past few weeks. In response, we have removed all CI Games and Hexworks officials from the moderation team. However, we want to make it clear that those removed are honorable and decent individuals, and we have nothing but respect for them. Every interaction we've had with them since the game's launch has been nothing short of extraordinary. Unfortunately, this decision affects the wrong people. Our concerns are directed solely at the CEO and, at this time, no one else. Over the past several weeks and months, we have seen a significant increase in hate speech, misconduct, and violations of Reddit. Fuck off. Whenever content from these platforms is shared, additionally, we have experienced an influx of users spreading fascist views, both on the subreddit and via mod mail. Yeah, so basically they banned the fucking CEO. They're pissy at the CEO. Obviously fucking insane. These people are insane, but these people didn't buy Dustborn when they fucking announced that, you know, somebody was a fucking bisexual lesbian who fucked a cactus. But the anti-woke jumped out of a fucking window to buy fucking 4-year-old game that just because they announced body type AB was going away. So I propose this question. Why didn't he do the poll on Reddit or Blue Sky or one of those really gay websites? You know, was he afraid that the votes would be skewed towards body type AB and not male female, which would completely ruin his plans to break even on this game? Now, what if he did it? What if he did do it on Reddit and gamers voted, like on Twitter, a majority voted for body type AB? Would Grummz and Endymion and all the same fucking retards honor this decision by the community? Or would they claim that the entire platform is a sham and that it's botted and that it's not really listening to the gamers? I propose that they would piss and moan. It's just funny because obviously Twitter, now owned by Elon, is infested with the most politically brain dead retards on the planet that mostly lean right. I'm not picking on the right, but there's a lot on there that are absolutely fucking unhinged. And you can tell because they drive a Cybertruck. So, that's it for the main portion of this video. I just wanted to talk about Lords of the Fallen 2.0 and why I don't think this is a serious decision for the gamers, and it's really just a way to try to break even at the finish line.
Somebody trying to project that they're doing the right thing means a lot less to me when the right thing is coincidentally the best business decision.
There he is, beating that dead horse. Get him!
Because I really don't think they're going to be able to afford a Lords of the Fallen reboot number 3. It just is what it is. How many times can you launch the same fucking game over and over? Shit, I mean, Call of Duty does it every fucking year. Madden, FIFA, Assassin's Creed. Either way, I don't know, man. They create a good game. I'm all for it. But browsing Twitter, I found Endymion, Endymion, whatever the fuck this fat Canadian's fucking face name is. He made a video called "You're Not Allowed to Play This Game," and just curious, I clicked on it, and we're going to discuss some things because I couldn't get more than 2 minutes into it without laughing my ass off about the hypocrisy of these just morons. Shall we? So we're going to jump around a bit because we're not watching this whole thing. Just a couple points I want to make. So we're going to let the first one run through because it's that quick.
Noticing something when it comes to the online discourse of video games and entertainment across the board. I've noticed how whenever something is doing great but doesn't fit the mold of what the usual types deem fit to be worthy of success, they suddenly want that game to fail.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. So he has a problem with people seeing a game have any sort of success and then is mad when the usual types don't want that game to have success. So, like any fucking game you talk about, it's like the hypocrisy was just waiting. He just wanted to say it. It's so dumb. It took less than 30 seconds for this fucking dipshit to just completely ruin his whole fucking career. He's a fucking grifter. You're not allowed to talk shit about Lords of the Fallen, but he's allowed to talk shit about Sons of Midnight, Concord, insert any game with a female protagonist or it has a black person. Next.
What Lords of the Fallen 2.0 did was amazing, and if you ask me, more games should lead by its example, but I've noticed another thing. And it's sort of the point of this video, which is that following Lords 2.0 victory, people got mad about it. A lot.
So we should take Lords of the Fallen's example and, you know, keep our games updated for the players. I mean, not like Cyberpunk 2077 or No Man's Sky or fucking Minecraft or insert any XYZ live service Fortnite-esque game that constantly updates their fucking games. No, I don't think we should lead by Lords of the Fallen's example. Maybe Minecraft, No Man's Sky, or Cyberpunk. But we're not going to do that just because the dude is a based giga fucking Chad who agrees with your politics, aka you're just getting fucking played.
They got angry that something was doing well that they felt didn't deserve the praise that it was getting. It's
Whoa. Oh. I'm sorry. Let's repeat that one.
about it a lot, actually. They got angry that something was doing well that they felt didn't deserve the praise that it was getting.
Do I have to say anything else? Do I? He's mad. He's upset. He made a whole ass video because people were getting mad and didn't think Lords of the Fallen deserved the success it got. It's funny. It's really funny how you can make your fucking career off trashing games constantly left and right. The same games over and over, by the way. Just constant, just 30-minute fucking shit out videos of the same not researched AI script written fucking dog shit. But this game, when somebody makes a fucking article about it because it's the mainstream journalist, it's not allowed. It's like, dude, grifter. That's it. Grifter. That's just what it is. Grifter.
Only game. I remember when Western developers got butthurt about Elden Ring even existing. How Ubisoft.
So, he sucks off Elden Ring quite a bit in this video. Mostly because it's a Souls game, and so is Lords of the Fallen. And why talk about a mediocre, clunky, fucking dog shit game when you could talk about a fucking 99 out of 100 success and related to it? But what's really funny about Elden Ring and the fact that he's going to suck off Elden Ring in comparison to a twice failed clone of the Souls game is that Elden Ring has body type AB and not male and female, which I guess wouldn't make it so perfect. It would actually be bending the knee to the same industry pressure, I guess. I guess Elden Ring gets a pass because it's a approved purchase. Which is a funny thing I'm noticing now, especially with GTA coming out. It's a side topic, but I'm going to put it here. So everybody's talking about the fucking Latinas chick's fucking juicy ass in the new Grand Theft Auto game. So they're coming out going, oh, we don't hate female protagonists. We just hate ugly protagonists. And it's just, I can't take you fucking seriously. When any game comes out with a fucking female protagonist, you lose your absolute fucking shit. But because GTA is an approved purchase and it's an approved by the masses game, you have no problem fucking playing it or talking about it or saying you're gonna buy it. And then you come out, oh, we don't hate female protagonists. We just hate ugly ones. We just want fucking teenagers to fucking goon over like that fucking French turn-based game. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. Check in with another one of his sections of the video here.
beacons of hope in the gaming community, always seem to turn heel and become very evil and, dare I say, angry when a game does well that they don't seem to want to do well. Like I said, I made a video on Lords of...
Interesting. It's unfortunate that he thinks that, you know, these people just are just so evil that whenever a game comes out, they want it to fail. I wonder who else does that and maybe made a fucking career and makes money off of, you know, saying how games are shit and how they shouldn't exist. It's like, these are the reasons why I think these people are just straight up fucking grifters. They're just using this engagement bait fucking retardation because their audience is retarded. Because if they listen to this video and just think about the words he's saying, they would realize he's talking about himself, right? And then he talks about how these people don't play games and how he played Lords of the Fallen when it came out.
Lords already, I posted it, and then on Twitter, a lot of people really didn't like my video. They said I was shilling, that I didn't care for Lords prior to this 2.0 thing, which isn't true. I bought the game day one. I beat it within its release window. If you don't believe me, go look up my PSN. It's Shoryuken with 2 Ys, by the way.
Okay, so he played the game, and I looked through his channel. Did he talk about it? No, he didn't, because positive shit doesn't get likes. Fuck. Colt Classic Cage even said that. She made a video about talking about good things, and she complained that when you bring up positive things, you don't get as many views. This hate content gets views. It just does. People like to be mad at bullshit because they have nothing going on with their fucking lives. Only the most retarded brain rot shit gets clicks. And the only reason he's fucking covering this shit is because the dev is so far fucking deep in his fucking replies that he's spoon feeding him content. And guess what he's doing? He's spoon feeding him fucking players. Do I have to play the fucking asmongold quote about how when people do things to financially benefit themselves, it becomes more disingenuous?
The constant attacks that CI Games and Hexworks went under following the release of not only Lords, but especially that 2.0 update, claiming that they were bending the knee to woke grifters, when in reality, they were simply giving people who actually buy games what they wanted. That this was all a bad thing. It also reminds me of...
I bring up this fucking hypothetical scenario. If they ran the poll on fucking Blue Sky or Reddit and it had a different outcome, you would not be saying this shit. That's just true facts. If the poll's fucking outcome turned out to be fucking body type AB, these people would not be singing the praises of this game, the developer, or the community at large.
So no other studio steps out of line and starts, God forbid, thinking for themselves again. Like this article I referenced last video. Video game publishers...
So, brings up fucking CI thinking for themselves. Except they didn't. They ran a Twitter poll on a fucking mostly right-wing fucking platform. So the developers that bent the knee to industry pressures about putting body type AB in their game bent the knee to a Twitter poll saying that they want male and female. Right, so let's see what he has to say about inclusivity and all the anti-DEI marketing.
Woke bona fides doesn't even end there, guys. Here's another one titled, Lords of the Fallen publisher embraces fear of the DEI boogeyman, says it will not include any social or political agendas in its games. CI Games apparently believes that inclusive games are at a high risk of failure.
So at a high risk of failure, you know, kind of like Lords of the Fallen twice. But, you know, I thought inclusive games failed, kind of like the Oblivion remake, which had body type A and B in it, but also the same game you were fucking glazing in the beginning of the fucking video, Elden Ring, has body types. So that's inclusive. Shouldn't that have failed? I guess that one wasn't woke.
They are, by the way. Oh, and this one also titled again, Lords of the Fallen Dev is wrong about politics and Elden Ring proves it. The point here is that these journalists, they don't want you to play these games. You're not allowed to be excited or emboldened or, God forbid, happy that you actually got a game that was worth your money and time anymore. Why is...
Okay, so let's be fucking real here. It took 3 years for you to say that this game was worth your time and money. Let's be fucking straight here, folks. 3-year-old game that we're glazing. 3-year-old game. Okay? Just making sure you guys remember. 3-year-old game. Took 3 years for you to glaze this fucking game. Now that, they added a jump button. Whatever. But you fucking dope. You make your fucking videos shitting on literally everything. You don't really have any ground to stand complaining that people are saying you're not allowed to play this game. You fucking say that type of shit every fucking day. Your whole platform is saying the same shit to these other games that you deem not worthy of success. Fucking dope ass. All right, and then you see, like, we're 10 minutes into the video, so I had to skip forward and see what the fuck else he was going to say in this for the next 10 minutes, right? So I just randomly clicked on this part.
And that's really it. They want you in the gutter, eating and feeding off of their scraps and their doo-doo butter. And I'm personally not about that life. I don't think it's wrong to want that you deserve in terms of your entertainment. If you're considered to give 100% of the money for the product every time you buy something, then why is it so bad that you should not expect 100% of the quality of the product in return? Why is that problematic? The only people who think this is wrong are snake oil salesmen who will call me and others grifters when they champion DI nonsense. That is...
So, that's perfect. It's just chef's kiss, because I'd probably called him a grifter 100 times by now. But let's just, let me just get this straight. So, you may have played Lords of the Fallen in the beginning, but you didn't fucking talk about it until they agreed with your politics in a Twitter poll, right? So, also hyping up Elden Ring when it has said woke politics. And I wonder why people call you grifters, because you only talk about things when they're relevant. I get it, you're a games journalist channel, but you literally only talk about negative shit because it's popular on Twitter. Like, you don't ever talk about anything that isn't click-worthy, or Grummz doesn't bring it to your attention, or the CEO. Like, you just live to make fucking content that is just brain rot, drip-fed fucking just nonsense. You cater to the most retarded demographic of people on the internet. Sorry, I didn't. Like, let's be straight. Like, that whole Elden Ring tangent about how it's the greatest game ever and this, that, and the other thing. If it wasn't a Dark Souls fucking property, you'd be fucking calling it a woke piece of trash, just like everything else, because it has fucking body type fucking politics.
It's also just a convenient, all-blanket way to make problems in the industry for developers. By gaslighting them into believing that said problems exist and then offering their services to fix the problems that wouldn't have existed had they never grifted these studios to begin with. Did I just explain Sweet Baby in pretty much all of them? I sure as hell did. And look, people can be mad about Lords of the Fallen 2.0 all they want, but Steam numbers don't lie, folks.
Steam numbers don't lie, folks. They don't lie. That's why it had 10,000 people, and they're calling it a fucking cultural success. Assassin's Creed has 100,000, Dragon Age has it 100,000, and they call it a fucking failure. Somebody make it make sense, dude. You're hyping up fucking 10K players after fucking 2 years of fucking mid gameplay. It's a flash in the fucking pan, folks. Like, dude, look at this fucking chart here. Like, this game only had fucking players because Grummz and all your fucking people talked about it. You rode the fucking wave of your not broke even game yet. Steam numbers don't fucking lie, dude. It's 67% off and it still can't fucking break even. I can almost guarantee Lords of the Fallen 2 is probably not going to come out. I mean, if it does, good for them. I'm sure it'll be just another buggy, clunky, mediocre success that Grummz and whatnot will buzzword to death to get some attention from the CEO. So therefore they can be like, we're winning, yay!
Wearing a shirt with the communist symbol on it. Look, you can't appease morons when it comes to anything. You can't cater to everyone on the planet, and it's impossible to make most of these guys happy when you do anything, because they'll always just go and send a tweet saying how you're wrong without any proof, just the thoughts in their brain swirling around like a toilet bowl.
The self-awareness is just so amazing. Coming from this side of the fucking audience, it's so fucking hilarious if you take a step back and you realize that the woke left and the anti-woke right are the same people. The same people that fucking made fun of snowflakes crying about shit are now snowflakes crying about pronouns and that their game isn't making everybody happy. You can eat it with a fucking spoon.
At the end of the day, I just want video games to respect the players again. I want games to be worth the money that you spend on them, and I want games to stop talking down to you. That's literally it. I'm not in this for the money. If I was, I would be on Twitch right now, spreading my butthole wider than the Grand Canyon while writing people's names on my chest with a Sharpie. Instead, I'm here doing this. My YouTube channel began because these types couldn't leave video games alone. Their own hubris led to this, if you ask me.
Well, Endymion, I personally want to thank you for your fucking cervix, you self-important turbo douche. God damn it. That was the most egotistical fucking dumbass statement I've ever fucking heard. You talk about fucking video games and you don't even like talk about them. You just cry about video games that don't cater to you. Whatever happened to it wasn't made for you? On that fucking note, I'm going away. See you later, folks. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.